Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the video. You know, you're a silly dog. Today I'm going to be working on the van, and I got some fuel system parts for it. I got a fuel pump and a sending unit, and wow, is it cold out. So let's just go in the house now. Let the dogs in too. They're crazy dogs. So this is an order from Summit Racing. It's a fuel pump and a sending unit. The fuel pump's an electric fuel pump. It has an electric fuel pump already on it, but it's not pumping the right amount of pressure, I'm sure. Would you just stop it? Are you done? Ruining the video. Crazy dogs, I'm telling you. And it comes with stickers, so there's always that. I'll probably put those all over the gas tank just for the hell of it. And it is really cold, so basically I'm just hanging out with the dogs, waiting for it to warm up. It is getting cloudier and cloudier. I really hope it doesn't rain. I gotta drain the gas out of the gas tank, and then I have to drop the gas tank, put the new sending unit in it, put the new electric fuel pump on it, and hopefully that'll solve all the fuel issues it has. So I'm just hanging out with the dogs right now, waiting for it to warm up, and then I will be able to work on the van because it is cold today. Guys, look! The sun is finally coming up the right way, as opposed to the wrong way. It will come up the wrong way. It'll come up and it'll be even colder, but it's finally warming up. Come on! So we first have to drain the gas out of it to change the sending unit or anything, because the last thing you want to do is try to hold that thing up without a floor jack and have it drop on you and have gas in it. I took the gas out of it because it was all varnishy, and I put 5 gallons of fresh gas and drove it a mile, so I assume there's about 5 gallons, and if there's like 4, this thing's getting really bad gas mileage. But we will see. That's how it's done right there. You take a hose, shove it in there, suck on a little bit, don't get gas in your mouth, and you get siphon gas out. It really shouldn't overflow that because I drained it dry. So we're gonna get the gas out of it, drop the tank, put the new sending unit in it, and at that time I can put the new fuel pump in it, and then this thing will have a new fuel system without new fuel line, so hopefully there's no cracks in the fuel line or anything. So I just drained all the gas out of the gas tank. It's completely empty, so I could drop the tank right now, but I can't right now because it's raining. So I'm gonna wait for the weather to lighten up a bit, and it'll get a little bit warmer outside hopefully, because it's really cold and wet and muddy. So hopefully it'll dry up really soon and it'll warm up. I can't put it in the garage or anything because the van's too big. I can't put it under the carport where the Mustang is because it's too big. So I'm just gonna wait for the weather to change, and then I'll get back to work on it. It's the next day. Now we take the gas filler tube off. So on further inspection of the gas filler tube, you could see it has a big crack right there, and it looks like they used tinfoil to seal it up. That's genius right there, I tell you. Also, upon further investigation, that is the vent tube, which I took off the clamp. That's where it hooks up. It looks like it's kinked off, so it's not venting the tank at all either, which can also cause issues. So we'll have to fix that too. Oh, what are you? You're like 9/16. You are indeed 9/16, except I need a deep dish. Or use this trick. Tight, very tight. Got a wrench. Oh, this is so loose. Good thing that other nut was on there. And also, this is so tight. All loose. Unbelievable.
So the tank's halfway dropped, and this is the sending unit, which has obviously been modified of some kind. That's not factory at all. And this, that ain't normal. I don't see the electric fuel pump. There it is. Okay, so we'll change that out. It's one of those cheapy ones. I got a good one. Wow. I've never seen anything quite like that before. I hope it's not broken in there.
Okay guys, I took out the sending unit and it is butchered together. It's an aftermarket sending unit. Just check this out. As you can see, they used copper and didn't weld it at all. They might have, yeah, it might be JB Weld. Oh, maybe they did weld it. And they used tinfoil. See, this previous owner really liked tinfoil. It was like the ultimate fix for everything, obviously. And it didn't work very well, I would say. But we got a new one that's actually designed for the van, so we'll use that. Okay, here's the old stuff right here. Here's the new stuff. I got the new fuel pump, new sending unit, all the hardware for everything. I think this is the right one, and this is just a big pile of junk, and that's why it was so inaccurate. The float just moves around freely. The pickup is just all bent. There's no filter, and yeah, it's just a pile of junk. This is probably just fine. I'm assuming this was the whole issue, and this will be just kind of thrown in there if I ever need a new fuel pump, or I need a fuel pump on the side of the road. I got one, even though it's kind of old and nasty. I like the new stuff, so we're gonna put that on right now and see if that'll fix all the issues.
Okay, after fighting the new gasket and trying to get it to line up and fit right, it won't work, so I'm just reusing the old gasket because this one doesn't work. Now it'll go right in. Oh, stainless steel. They claim. Okay, it's going right in. Look at that. It's got little grooves cut in that for these teeth to go into, and line it up perfectly like that. And we'll put our new equipment on there. Oh boy, it moved. And you could do this with a special tool, I'm sure. I got a screwdriver and a hammer, so that's what I'll use. Like that. Ooh, nice. Solid. No movement. Like it. It looks like this one's all bent. I can't really hammer that one. Don't know why it looks like that. I really don't want that to come out. Probably from that sending unit they used. Old. Now look how nice that looks on this whole nasty half red gas tank. Here's the fuel line they had, which also they had two fittings, or they had two clamps on it. That way it would prevent it from kinking off, which also probably was kinked off anyway. It didn't look at it, but I'm sure that was an issue. Now it won't have to because it's bent for it. Next. Alright, I got the new fuel pump mounted in. I used one bolt and ended up mounting it just fine and solid. The only issue is when you mount it, it looks like it's upside down, so I'm going to fix that right now. Look at that, much better. Okay, I got the fuel tank back in, I got the sending unit in, I got the fuel line ran to the sending unit, I kept this extra clamp on it just to prevent the kinking. I think that's actually an okay idea, and it is preventing it from kinking. I have not wired it in yet because I want the right wiring equipment for it, so I could just slide it on and have the right equipment on it instead of the way they did it, with just bolted on there. I don't like that. But that's done. I got the new fuel pump. And see, right there, hooked up and everything, so everything's pretty much good to go for the fuel system. Okay guys, so basically that takes care of that. It's got the new sending unit, the new fuel pump, basically a whole new fuel system in the thing, so that way now it'll have gas go to the carburetor at the right pressure with no more issues. So the next thing I'm going to be doing with it is probably, I might work on the carburetor or the intake manifold, something like that. Then put a battery in it, start it up, and hopefully everything will work and the thing will run and drive perfectly like it used to all those years ago. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.